For this dream, you're going to need a little background, and I'm going to have to share a little of my waking self with you. In the early part of the 21st century, at the request of the United States government, I found myself about 30 kilometers outside the green zone in Iraq. I was assisting the military, but I was not a combatant. I was, however, usually dressed like a combatant, and I lived in a tent city that was occasionally subject to bombardment and small arms fire. Meanwhile, my wife and 2 sons were at home, trusting that God would bring me back safely and waiting for my occasional contact. I didn't have many dreams during that time. I was working 16-hour days and sleeping on a cot for months, but I had one that was special. I was standing in an open desert area. No buildings, no trees, no shrubs. Empty and barren desert. With no warning, I was grabbed by 2 angels. And when I say angels, I don't mean the little cherubs with the harps and the chubby faces. These were adult, male, about 7 feet tall, muscular, with white robes and turbans, and they had a wingspan of about twice their height when we lifted from the ground. I was excited. I expected that they were taking me to heaven. And at that moment, there was only one thought in my mind. I am going to see Jesus face to face. I didn't know what was going to happen after that, and I actually didn't care at the moment. The fact that 2 angels were carrying me at blinding speed about a mile in the air by my arms didn't really matter either. The flight didn't take long, and for me, it was heartbreaking. They didn't take me where I thought they were taking me. They set me down behind an enormous rock. In appearance, it was a boulder the size of a small mountain, but in my mind, it was defined as a rock. I protested. "I want to see Jesus," I shouted at them as they put me down. "Take me to Jesus." They didn't respond. They didn't speak. They didn't turn to look at me. They walked away. And I woke up. At my first opportunity, I sent an email to my wife and told her about the dream, where I took everything in the dream at face value, as I generally do with most things in life. She saw the deeper meaning. To me, the angels dropping me off behind a rock meant that I didn't get to talk to the Messiah. To her, the angels taking me from out in the open and putting me behind the rock was a promise that I would be kept safe. It was exactly the encouragement that she needed. I didn't get killed in Iraq. And I went back for a second time and didn't get killed then either. And I haven't yet been able to meet with Jesus face to face, but that will happen when it's supposed to happen. For now, I'm an old man who shares his dreams with people. And maybe you'll find them encouraging. If you do, or if you had a similar kind of dream, let me know in the comments section, and maybe it will encourage someone else. Thank you for listening to the story of a dream from a quarter century ago. If you found it encouraging, or if you just want to hear what I dream about next, you can press that notification button and be among the first to know. And you could also press the like button if you liked the video, or if you didn't. I don't think they're going to send the YouTube police to ask you if you actually liked it or not. And just for kicks, let's see if we can get the subscriber count into the double digits. And as always, here's wishing you pleasant dreams.